to my channel. We are doing another soap video today, and we are working on the second Halloween soap that I have inspired for my October Halloween Spooky Soap collection. So the soap that we are going to be working on today is called the Crescent Hotel soap because it is inspired by the one and only Crescent Hotel, which is a haunted hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and I love the Crescent Hotel so much I definitely wanted to create a soap based on that. So let's get started and I will share with you guys how I created this soap. Okay, so as always, I am going to start by pouring my lye water into my oils here. Okay, so now I'm going to take my stick blender and we are going to blend this to emulsion. Okay, I have it all mixed to emulsion now. I'm going to keep this at a light trace. I'm going to be doing a 2-color drop swirl. Okay, and I am going to pour off my batter into 2 different containers here. So I'm going to do a little bit less than half and half. Might do kind of like 55 to 45. I want to keep a majority of my soap black, and we're gonna have a purple accent color. So for the 2 colors I have my black color here. This is the batch oils mixed with black oxide from TKB Trading. And our purple is this color here. It's a really dark purple. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well on camera, but this one is called Reborn Purple from TKB Trading. I'm gonna start with the purple one here, and we're gonna pour into the smaller one. This is the accent color, so I want a little bit less in this one. Okay, I'm gonna mix that up real quick. Okay, so this, I think I want to add a little bit more purple. You can always kind of tell because the batch oils are a little bit more yellow, so I want to put just a little bit more purple in there just to make sure I get it right. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here, probably about that much. Okay, I want to make sure I don't over mix this too much. I do want to keep it at a nice pourable texture and trace. Get all that off there, and then I'm gonna mix the black into here. Pour that in and scrape all of this out. Make sure not wasting anything. And I'm gonna measure out my fragrance oil. This is Lunar Eclipse from Nature's Garden. This one smells so amazing. Okay, and I'm gonna pour some of this in here and in here. Try to do about equal amount of fragrance. Maybe a little bit more in the black since there's a little bit more than half of the batter in there. So now I've got my 2 colors here, the black and the purple. So this soap is actually inspired by a haunted hotel, and I've actually done a travel video on my channel for this hotel, but it is inspired by the Crescent Hotel. So I knew that when I went there in April, I knew that I had to do a soap eventually inspired by this hotel, and I thought October would be the perfect month to do this. So I'm gonna take my mold here. We're just gonna do a really simple drop swirl. So I'm gonna start off with the black color here. I'm gonna put a good portion of that in there, probably about half of the black, and then I'm going to take the purple and we're just gonna do a couple passes up and down, and we're gonna go back and mix the 2 colors back and forth so we get a cool swirl kind of pattern. Okay, so we're gonna take this and I'm just gonna do a high pour, go back a couple times, and go back with the black. And I love this fragrance oil. It smells so nice. I've never used it before, but it really is such a great scent because it has a little bit of that dark kind of a sexy scent to it, but it's got a little bit of freshness, a little bit of citrus. It's really a nice scent, so I'm hoping that this one lasts pretty well with good like fragrance retention. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a few more passes of the purple. So a little bit about the hotel. It's a really cool place. If you've never been, it's in Eureka Springs, and it was built in the 1800s, late 1800s. It is an absolutely beautiful place if you kind of like that old Victorian style. And the coolest part is it's said to be haunted, and it's definitely a really cool place. If you ever get the chance to go, I would highly recommend it. My boyfriend and I stayed there in April, and it was just a really, really cool place. Eureka Springs is just a really cool area in general, and so nice. We actually had a bit of our own paranormal experience a little bit, so that was definitely cool, because I kind of wondered, like, are we gonna see anything? Are we gonna have anything weird happen? And if you want to know what happened to us, you'll definitely have to check out my travel video, because that was a really fun video I loved to make. Definitely a bit of a different one for my channel, but it was a good one. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the base of the soap. I'm going to let this set up, and while I do that, I am going to get the soap frosting ready. Okay, we got the soap frosting ready, so I'm just going to start piping this. It's always kind of hard for me to pipe from this direction, but you can see, I think on camera, a little bit better when I'm piping it this way. So I'm really loving how all of these Halloween soaps are turning out so far. I'm really happy with them. I feel like they're so cute. And I don't really do a whole lot of these like super dark kind of soaps very often, so I love doing it for Halloween and like fall and stuff like that. I love it. It's such a different look. A lot of my soaps tend to be super cutesy, super like foodie and cutesy, candy, all kinds of stuff like that. So I like doing these little bit of a different twist on these soaps. So I just love doing a bit of a different take, but still being like my style and cute. And I can't wait for you guys to see the embeds that I'm gonna put on these. I feel like it's really gonna make the soap and like really just bring it all together for the theme of the soap. So, and now I got one last layer to do. Okay, so that is the black soap frosting. I like how it turned out. I feel like I got it really good this time. Sometimes I'm not great with piping, but I really like how it turned out this time. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of glitter on top. I like doing glitter every once in a while. I did just do glitter on the last one as well, but I just feel like this one needs it. And this other one I have is called Orbiting, and it is like a purpley kind of color. I feel like that'll be great for the swirl color, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some of that and tap it across the top. Oh yeah, this is what I was wanting. This is what I was wanting. So I'm gonna try to make sure I get a little bit on these sides of the soap as well, so it's not just all over the top. Oh yeah, this is exactly what I want. This is still a little bit subtle, but overall you can really see the color, but it's not like in your face glittery, because I know not everyone loves glitter on their soaps. It's more of just like a really fun, kind of pretty accent type of thing. I definitely don't use glitter enough. I think it's really, really beautiful. Okay, and now I want to show you the embeds that we're going to be using. So these I had a lot of fun making. I wanted to do obviously a crescent moon to go along for the Crescent Hotel theme, and the other one is an embed of a like skeleton key, and I felt like that was just perfect for it being a hotel. So those are the two embeds we're going to use. I made these with melt and pour, and then I painted them with alcohol and gold mica for the moon and silver mica for the keys, just to give it a little bit of extra like shine and sparkle, and just the way it catches the light is so pretty. Okay, I am gonna turn these towards me just so I can get the placement of these right, because it is a little bit tricky to do on camera, so hopefully you can see. So I want to do the moons on this side. So I'm gonna stick these in, and I wanna make sure I stick them in pretty well, but I still have them showing up, because these are gonna be a little bit of a delicate spot. So I wanna make sure that they're in there really good and not likely to break too easily, because that would just be the worst if someone got a broken soap. But every once in a while it does happen, but I try to be very conscious of that with my soap designs. Especially recently, I really want to make sure that these turn out beautiful and they arrive beautiful. So there's a lot of times where I'll have a great idea for a soap, but I just can't do it because there's no way it would survive shipping, and I would much rather end up going with a design that I feel comfortable and confident about, that it will get to the customer as nicely as it is. So I love these little moons. Oh my gosh, I was kind of between a couple moon styles that I had. I had about 3 different ones I could choose from. This is the one I ended up choosing because it was the thickest and a little boxy almost, which I think would really help the structural integrity of it. The other ones were kind of thin and really delicate, and while they were beautiful, they were just not good enough for me. I was too worried of them getting messed up. Okay, so those are what all the little moons look like so far. I'm going to put the keys in now and show you what they look like at the end. Again, these keys are very delicate, so I want to be very careful with these, and I want to make sure I really kind of push it in there. So it's really anchored well into the soap bar, but you can still see and tell what it's supposed to be, but it's a little bit more structurally sound that way. And I'm really glad I decided to go with the keys. I was taking a tiny bit of a risk on these because I was like, I don't know, are they gonna be too delicate or too, I don't know, too prone to breakage? But I think this is perfect. I feel like I can get this in here enough, and it's definitely gonna show off what it is without being super likely to break. And I felt like I was going through all of my molds trying to figure out, oh, well, if I can't find the right key, you know, what other kind of little embed could I do? And I just kept coming back to the key. It just made the most sense. Like, it's a hotel, it's this beautiful old like skeleton key. It was just like the absolute perfect one. So I'm glad that I had this mold and it will work for this design, because this is such a fun design. So beautiful, and I feel like nothing fit the design better than a key and a crescent moon. So I am absolutely pleased with how this has turned out so far. Okay, and this is what these soaps look like. I hope you can see this. The moon and the keys. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely in love with this. This is better than I even imagined when I was creating this, so I'm absolutely thrilled. I can't wait to see what it looks like when we cut it. So I'm gonna let this set for a couple days, and we'll come back and cut this one and see what the final result looks like. Okay, so it's a few days later. I have unmolded the soap. So we are gonna start. I'm using my little modified cheese cutter here. So I'm gonna start by cutting off just a little sliver off the end piece here. Okay, moment. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a really kind of cool swirl. So I can't wait to see what the rest of the swirls look like, but this is really cool. I love how it's like a whole bunch of the swirls and the colors like inside of each other. I feel like that looks really, really neat. And the fragrance of this one, you guys, this one smells so good. It's definitely a little bit sticky on the inside, but once I cut these and let them kind of air out a little bit for a few hours, they should be a lot easier. Ooh, this looks so cool. Okay, so here's the back of this swirl. I love this swirl. This is really cool. This is how the front one looks like. It's kind of cool. Love how each swirl is always just a little bit different. Okay, so those are what the final soaps look like. I'm very happy with these. I feel like they're so pretty. The fragrance of this is really nice. I love it. All right, so this is the final soap. I am so pleased with this one. I really love the dark purpley swirls, the moons, the keys. I feel like this totally captured the essence of what I was wanting to create with this bar of soap, and it is just absolutely stunning. I'm very happy with it. So this is when this soap will be available in my Etsy shop for sale for my October Halloween collection if you are wanting to purchase one of these. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.